What is up, IGs? My name is VTR and welcome back to another movie review, and today we're going to be reviewing Heathers from 1989. So those of you that don't know, you're probably thinking, like, why are you reviewing this right now? It's kind of an out of the blue review, isn't it? If not, if you're a theater person, because the pro shot of this just got released. So I decided before I sat down and watched that, I was going to review this movie, the original movie that this is based on, and so I thought I'd do that first, because a little bit of background for me. Heathers is one of my favorite stage musicals. I love it. It has got a great soundtrack. It's got some funny writing, and I saw the musical, or listened to the musical and saw some stuff online of the musical before I ever saw the movie. I watched the movie not that long ago, and this is a much more fun than I thought it was gonna be. I can really see the differences that the musical changes, but I don't want to talk about the musical that much. I want to talk about the movie by itself. The movie is fun. I think this movie has some funny moments. It's got great actors in it. I don't know why. It's got some great actors in it. For Pete's sake, Winona Ryder, I think is how you say her name. She's in this. She's a fantastic actress. You probably know her roles in all sorts of things. But ones that come to mind for me specifically, she was in Edward Scissorhands and Beetlejuice. Yeah, and Beetlejuice. And she is a fantastic actress, and she is probably one of my favorite actresses. That's the only person I recognize going into this movie. And going into this, I didn't know what to expect, because my knowledge of Heathers was all the musical. And I love that musical, don't get me wrong. I think it's a great musical, and it's such an entertaining musical. But I didn't know what to expect, so there's a lot of differences. So I'll probably talk about more about that when I actually review the musical. But this is something that's really interesting to me, the way this movie is done. It does definitely feel like it's trying to do one of those old teen movies, definitely, but with a twist, which they do really well here. For Pete's sake, JD is such an interesting character in the way they write his character, and I will say at some points the movie does lose me with its without flows, and there's some weird hallucinations, dream sequences that I don't really like. I liked the way I guess those are technically been in the musical too. That I just like the way it's done there more. I don't know. But this movie is definitely an oddity for me. I think the movie it's a lot darker than I was expecting. Like, I knew the musical was dark, but then I was like, it's a lot darker than I thought. And then the way I know how the whole thing's going to play out, and the way it does play out is a lot of fun and a lot of interesting things. But I can't say I straight up loved this movie. It is considered a cult classic, and I do like the movie. Don't get me wrong. I do think it is a fun time. I think a lot of people, if they haven't seen it and your only knowledge is the musical, you're probably going to be a little not too into it if you're only not. Because that's kind of how I was at first, but I still enjoyed the movie. I don't think this movie is bad. I think it's, critics give it a 93 on Rotten Tomatoes, and audiences give it an 83. So pretty much critics and audiences are pretty much, except for like 10%, are pretty much spot on with this movie together. They all love it. Or not, I think they love it, but they all agree that it is a good movie, and I personally think this is a fun time and is an interesting watch. If you haven't seen it, I'd highly recommend it. Sorry for pushing out another movie review at you guys, by the way. But personally, I think I'd have to give this one just a 3 out of 5, just because of I do enjoy this movie and I do think it's good, but definitely it's got some weak parts to it. But that's mostly all I have to say for my review of Heathers. I'm not going to stretch this out to a 10-minute video. But what do you guys think of Heathers? Do you think it's a good movie? Have you seen it? Did you see the musical before you saw the movie? Did you see it and vice versa? I am very curious to know what a lot of people think of this movie, because it's just an old one that's interesting. So I'd love to know what you guys think. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!